Hello, folks. My name is Layla Bozorg. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Housing and Planning. We're here at 3485 Bavona Street, site of a building that has had some kind of gas explosion, the cause of which is still being investigated. There's at least one loss of life that we're aware of. It's an incredible tragedy. We're sending all our thoughts to the families involved. There's approximately 150 homes in this building that we are working to evacuate. American Red Cross is on the scene. I want to thank all the first responders that have sprung into action, our folks at the fire department, the Department of Buildings, emergency management, the police department, and members of the property management team that have sprung into action to protect lives. I'm going to pass it to Commissioner Bonsignor, who's going to give some more information.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good morning. Tough night. Shortly after midnight, around 12:20 or so, we received a call for a smell of gas. Our unit showed up within 5 minutes and started to investigate that smell of gas on the upper floors. Within 15 minutes, there was an explosion, which led to fires in multiple areas on the upper floors. This led to a fourth alarm assignment, which brought over 230 EMS and fire resources to the scene, approximately 75 units. There were injuries. It was a very, very difficult night on a very cold night, which caused even more difficulty. The men and women of the fire department and all the first responders and our partners did a terrific job putting these fires out. We couldn't thank them more. I'm going to pass this over to our Chief of Department, John Esposito, to talk about operations.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm John Esposito. I'm the Chief of Department. So while our units were here investigating the odor of gas on the 15th and 16th floors, we had members on the 16th floor when the explosion occurred. We had members that were also in the elevator, were trapped in that elevator for a short time, and we had severe structural damage in 6 apartments on each floor. We eventually had fire in 5 apartments on the 16th floor and 5 apartments on the 17th floor. It was a very, very dangerous operation for our firefighters who performed incredibly on those upper floors, searching and protecting civilian life. We've had some minor injuries, but just overall a very, very dangerous operation. We're grateful that we, unfortunate for the outcome of the loss of life, but grateful that we did not have significant injuries or loss of life to our firefighters. Very, very dangerous operation. I'm going to pass it to Chief Newth, who's going to speak about the injuries tonight.
Good morning. I'm Chief Kathleen Newth. As we heard, we did have 1 fatality at this incident. We also did treat 1 critically ill person, as well as 5 serious and 8 minor. Our EMTs, paramedics, and firefighters work very hard to best outcome for all our patients, and they've been transported to area hospitals. Now we'll hear from NYSEM Commissioner Iskel.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. First off, I just want to echo Deputy Mayor Bozorg's words of thanks for our first responders who showed up tonight, got to the scene very quickly, delivered aid, shut down the fire, and also echo her words of support for the families who are grieving tonight. It's an awful tragedy, but we are very fortunate, as Chief Esposito said. Right now, it's extremely cold out. Our team, along with the Red Cross and some of the other agencies that are out here, we're very focused on serving members of this community. We've opened up a reception center at Cornerstone Academy, which is a school very close to here. So if you're in need of services, in need of shelter, in need of a warm place to go, please make your way to the Cornerstone Academy. We're there with the Red Cross. Our team is there to make sure that we're able to get people housed and sheltered and taken care of through this. Doing a lot of work right now on the recovery. We'll be here for the next couple of days. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, we're expecting some pretty significant inclement weather on Sunday. really, really important that folks help the city out. There's a lot of work that the city has done to prepare for this weather. We have sanitation workers that are going to be out there. We've got life safety crews, tow trucks that are going to be staged around the city. But New Yorkers really need to do their part, not just staying off the roads, but also practicing fire safety. If this happened tomorrow during the snowstorm, this is a much, much more complicated and dangerous event, not just for the residents, but also for our firefighters and first responders. So really need all New Yorkers to be practicing all of those safe fire practices and also all the other things that you want to do during winter weather, staying off the road, etc. So thank you so much. And I think we're going to take some questions.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the conditions, a little bit more about the conditions when or trapped in that apartment.
So when our firefighters were up on the upper floors, we had heavy fire on 16. So they had to try to control that to get up to 17, to get past the fire, to get into the apartments where those people were. We had a couple of people that were showing at the windows, and we were eventually able to get firefighters into those apartments to shelter, stay with them, and shelter them from the fire and smoke. Again, a very dangerous operation. Our firefighters performed heroically. This is not a routine operation. With an explosion, multiple floors, significant structural damage. This isn't, obviously we train for it, but it's not routine, and our firefighters don't have that type of practice. So we, they really did incredible here, and getting to those victims at the windows.
Another question I have for the fatality: what floor did that occur on?
We're not going to say that right now.
Last question I had was for housing. I was speaking to a lot of residents. They're saying that there are a lot of repairs going on. The days leading up to this, and there's no gas. They call for gas leak. Is there anything in regards to what kind of renovations were going on in the building before this?
We're going to have to be investigating that. This is a project, a building that has been undergoing renovations to fix units and fix the building systems for residents. But we'll be able to share more after an investigation. Our understanding is that gas work was completed and signed off on. There's facade work happening as well, but we'll learn more as we investigate.
Anybody else? Thank you. Thank you.